Hey guys, and welcome back to Pokemon Sun. Following on from a successful trial, which was a bit too easy for its own good, but you know, Sophocles is young, he has time to put together a better one. We are going to go down the mountain this time, you know, to find items, fight trainers, and so on.
I'm getting like a Big Lebowski kind of vibe from this particular NPC design. It kind of makes sense that he's all peaceful man, and he doesn't want to be fighting anybody.
Ah yeah, the Geodude abides. I don't know what a parabolic antenna is, but Pokemon battles, now that's something I'm very proficient in.
Is that the teacher? Oh, no, office worker. Okay, completely different, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's like when the lass picks up a tennis racket, she becomes an athlete.
I always thought that was kind of weird. It's just those slight little changes, but now they're a completely different NPC class. That's just odd.
There is a reason THD is in the first Pokemon slot, but we won't be like seeing the reason as to why until we get back to Melee City.
Alright. Wake up! You gotta do more commentary. Alright, I'm up.
I'm fully awake and fully pissed the fuck off.
You would not believe the recent battle I've had with How. It makes me so mad. Kind of odd to see a Clefairy around here. Is there like a way you can catch Clefairy around this game at all?
Words to that effect in a sentence meaning stuff. Let me have a look here. Clefairy. Man, how perfect was it that Clefairy got retyped into the fairy type? I mean, yeah, clues in the title, but still.
I actually like Mawile as a fairy. I've said this before several times, but Mawile is actually like one of my favorite Pokemon, like from Gen 3, and just kind of like one of those underrated classics in general. You know, usually I talk like, oh, Scizor's great, Wildfat's great, but Mawile is actually pretty high on the list for me. So it's always good to see them in action, especially when you were using clamps during the X and Y run. Like, I thought that was pretty good.
The clamps. Yes, you can find Clefairy on Mount Hokulani at night during an SOS battle.
Oh yeah, the SOS battle is when they summon, like, multiple people, and supposedly you have to get into those to attract other particular types of Pokemon in certain areas. Like, that Kangaskhan I keep bringing up, supposedly it's easier to find it in an SOS battle than just randomly in the wild.
Alright, carrying on, going down.
See, again, we didn't really need the bus for it, although it does take a bit, so I should probably go back down here to actually get the items that are available.
I think there is actually a point where it blocks you, and you, like, have to come up from the bottom to fight, like, all the rest of the trainers. I'm not honestly sure. I just spent, like, the first 11 minutes of this part exploring the mountain, really.
You remember when, like, they had, like, the bike trail in, like, earlier Pokemon games, and you would start at, like, the bottom, and you try to drive your way uphill very slowly, trying to encounter everybody?
How often did you do that, mate? Be honest.
I did it a few times. You know, I actually wanted to fight all the trainers on there, although it was always more fun going downhill for that kind of thing. I wonder if the bike is going to return now that we're going to have, hopefully, you know, ride Pokemon as kind of the standard thing. That would be nice, but the bike was still kind of fun in its own way.
I can't really think of a reason why you'd need it unless they brought back, like, pathways that only bikes can ride on.
That's true, and that would be kind of a waste, I would think, unless they have to devotedly remake something. Like, you know, when they remake Diamond and Pearl, eventually. Nothing else to say, just beating the shit out of some rocks. What, you don't do that at night?
So close to evolving into Incineroar, so close to evolving in Galiciapod.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for everybody to evolve so shit can start happening.
That's when my team becomes legit. There it is! Look at it!
When I saw this, I'm like, I completely forgot they had an Alolan Geodude, and he's got some weird kind of... I guess he's trying to do what Probopass did and use, like, the metal shavings for, like, hair. Is A part steel? I'm gonna look that up, actually.
I am not entirely sure. All I know is the final, like, form of his family is Rock Electric.
Let's see. Okay, Geodude has a regional variant that is Rock and Electric to begin with. Okay.
There you go.
It is kind of remarkable how different a Pokemon feels when you give them eyebrows.
Yeah, for sure. Like anime eyebrows as well.
Yeah, they're like super thicko, like, you know, like Brock was mostly eyebrows as opposed to like eyes, you know, so we kind of know him more from his eyebrows.
Oh, Hiker Thomas, you're letting down the other Thomases. Go, train, my son. Come back when you're a man. Oh my god!
Oh, here we go. It's time for that favorite moment he's been waiting for.
Spin, my kitty. Spin like your evolution depends on it.
I have this urge to stand and punch things with my hands.
Oh, but then a miracle happened.
I discovered World Wrestling Entertainment, and then I immediately started watching Lucha Underground instead, because that show's better.
This is my favourite Fire final evolution, like in terms of starters, in a long time, honestly.
What, really? Like, this is the one? I mean, it's a good design. Like, I'm not bashing in Center Roar. I mean, personally, I'm a Decidueye fan, but this is still pretty good, I have to say.
Well, let's look at the last few. Gen 5, Embor, no thanks. Gen 6, you've got fucking... what is its name? It's the evolution to Breakskin. I'm not a fan, mostly due to its move pool, and its design isn't that great, but look at this shit. It's Tony the Tiger on fire.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's good. Delphox, I wish Delphox was designed a little bit better for the fact that it was Fire Psychic. Good typing, though. Embor, now I kind of wish I didn't get you the Embor figure for your birthday or Christmas, considering the fact you're like, I kind of wish Embor was part dark, too, to begin with. But I guess I kind of lean towards the earlier gens in terms of final Fire Stars. Charizard's my boy, of course. I was a big fan of Typhlosion. I had him on, like, my final Silver team. Blaziken is pretty cool. Like, I remember watching him in the anime, and he was just wrecking everybody's shit. I'm like, wow, this starter's fucking awesome. Then we got to, Infernape. I'm like, eh.
I acknowledge how good of a Pokemon Infernape can be in the right hands, but for me, I would have to go with, like, Empoleon, or, I believe it's Torterra, for, like, the starter final evolutions in that gen.
I'll be honest, that gen didn't really have much in the way of starters that interest me. It was only until, like, really the 5th one. Oh, hey, it's Batang. That's pretty cool. Like, only in 5th generation did we get, like, Pokemon I started to care a little bit more about again in terms of the starters. You know, like Snivy, pretty much.
I feel I have to correct you now. The wrongness in your statement really, really triggered me. It's Beldum, actually. Matang is its evolution.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's, this weird thing happened. I did 9 fucking straight parts in a row,
yeah.
and my voice is starting to wear out.
Yeah, you may have noticed we're not at the top of our game, but, it's at the end of the week, so enjoy.
You nice sunshine at night. Who is this asshole that keeps wondering where the sun is? Is it a black hole sun that comes and washes the rain away?
Oh, I wish it would wash me away. We're done here.
No more photos. I'm done with that shit. No, I can't go around. Okay, good. Because if it's a tiny little step, I as a Tauros cannot get over that.
See, look, right here, for example, a literal roadblock.
I guess they didn't want to do the whole way down the mountain, so it's like, oh, we'll give you part of one. No, turn around.
I guess you had to get off Tauros to talk to him, because sometimes that happens. They'll put a Pokeball in an alcove, and Tauros is too fat to get through. So, get off, pick it up as the trainer. Maybe if I talked to the bus driver, he would have moved the bus, but oh well. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Did you ever encounter one of these, mate?
I have not encountered a Minior, but I remember being interested in the idea behind them when they first got revealed. I want to see if that evolves into anything, because I may or may not have liked it. Let's see.
I like throw fossils at me.
It does not evolve, but it changes forms during battle depending on its ability and current HP. So it has a Meteor form, and it has a Core form, which does something. I presume it looks to buff its speed a lot, at least. So, hey, that's pretty good.
Nah, mate. I'm not feeling it, personally.
No, back off. I got this shit. We're not running away. I will take this motherfucker. Huh, usually that works on all the other Meteors I fight.
Yeah, happens more often than I care to admit, honestly. Oh, it's happening. Oh, it's adorable.
Cast off.
Pretty derpy, actually.
What's with its eyes? Are those supposed to be? Oh my god, it's like, whoa, man.
Adorable, not really something I'd use in battle, honestly. The biggest thing about, like, Minior is, like, its core can be so many different colours.
Although, its face actually kind of reminds me of what a Rotom will do in some versions of the game. I don't think he does it in the American version that much, but he'll actually make, like, little emoticon signs. With, like, you know, like, I get the parentheses, I get the little 3 to be, like, lips, things like that. It's very hard to describe these. I'd have to show it to you visually.
Uh-huh.
Hey, buddy, what's up?
I'm goofy as fuck.
Listen, kids, I hope you check out Pokemon Stars, because I have a feeling that'll be my time to shine.
Yeah, the composition of the dust, like, determines what colour it will be. I'm fine with that colour, personally. Wouldn't have minded, like, a lime green one, though.
That's kind of an interesting color for a core meteor.
I think we're good here for the time being.
No, you cannot fly down the mountain, Tauros, as much as you want to grow wings and do that.
I see, at this point, I thought I had taken out all the trainers, but I guess I'm stupid and can't navigate mountains correctly, so I went up here to check with, like, the big Lebowski dude, and no, he's not ready to fight yet.
I've only been up, like, one mountain in my life, and that was when I took a vacation to Nevada, and I was actually visiting relatives there, and we went up a mountain that I cannot tell you the name of, but man alive, I am scared of fucking heights like you would not believe, so I was a little bit tense when we had to drive up the edge of the mountain. I was afraid we were going to slip off at any moment, and this is somebody who has actually gone up a lighthouse in St. Augustine. Got to the top, looked
fucking
out,
lighthouse, again.
Well, it was a big accomplishment, I think, in my life, which says so many things about me, but I look at it a bit, I go, nope, and I go right back down.
Oh, yeah. This is my advice to you. Heal up now, because there is a somewhat challenging battle coming up. Heavy quotation marks?
I don't know, it really depends. I struggled a little bit, mostly because I underestimated the Pokemon we'll be going up against. The other one he has is not too bad. Actually, it's his primary ace that gave me some trouble.
Okay. Better go give the professor his, mask back.
Oh, these guys again? What the fuck do you want?
We're here to dance, yo yo yo!
Man, I came in here to learn about the park, but they kicked me out because of my wear, and I think that is discriminatory, and I am going to sue these guys.
I kinda like how he shuts them down so much. He has such confidence, does Kukui. It's kind of endearing.
I'm pretty sure he could take them on without any Pokemon, just saying.
Well, if he practices Lucha Underground in his spare time.
That's true. Well, we do have an Incineroar now, who he could contribute. That'd be a cool tag team.
Oh yeah, getting hyped up there.
They're just like, yeah, this isn't gonna be that. It's gonna be one-sided.
Oh, best character incoming.
Oh, here we go. I got pretty happy when I got up to this point myself.
The best. The best.
What is up with my hair? I'm sorry.
No, I follow the Doc Brown school of hair coiffing.
He's playing like a Luigi's Mansion kind of music here.
Oh yeah, Guzma, the fucking boss of Team Skull. Best team boss in a while, in my opinion.
Yeah, especially considering Lysander was such a disappointment. This guy is definitely entertaining, I gotta say. Although I've only met him once as of this point, I'm probably gonna meet him again very soon, so...
Well, he's entertaining, he has interesting Pokemon, and, you know, he runs the bug type, which is something that is kind of underrated in my opinion. I always value... when, like, especially in, you know, type-specific RPGs like Pokemon, when they run types that aren't really used all that much, like, say, I don't know, Poison or Bug. Ground, I guess Giovanni had that, but still.
He also has this interesting kind of thing where supposedly he was a captain that didn't quite make the cut, and as you learn more about Team Skull, you'll find that they all share these kind of similar roots, which I think gave them instantly a little bit more characterization. I mean, I've seen it before, but at the same time, it's still kind of neat for them to have that kind of motivation.
Well, just let me correct you there. He wasn't a captain who didn't make the cut. He was a trial goer who didn't make the cut.
Oh, it's even worse than I feared.
See, Kukui, he chose to stop and become, you know, a learner of the arts. He wanted to figure out all the moves, the best moves. You know, he's kind of like Gary Oak in that regard, but with moves instead of Pokemon.
Nah, yeah, that's totally makes sense, except it doesn't. Show me your moves! He made it! He made the reference! He made the reference!
Ah, okay, then it is legit. Yeah, I'm here.
I really don't like how you don't emote at all during this game, especially during these serious moments. You're just like, hey, what's up?
Yeah, they need to kind of tweak that for the next game. I know it's still on 3DS, don't worry.
And also, it's supposed to be your avatar and things like that, but I kind of want to choose how I react. You don't talk for me, I can speak.
You're not supposed to tell him what I've got in the first Pokemon slot.
Well, hey, he doesn't know about the Incineroar.
He's getting hyped. Guzma is motherfucking ready.
He's got some big bling. Oh, look at your ugly shirt, I hate it.
Oh, here we go. We're having a traditionalist versus modernist sort of, like, ethical debate here, which I kind of dig, honestly. But really, Guzma's only saying that because he wasn't able to make the cut. Oh, here comes the line!
The famous line. He's so happy. Look how happy he is.
It's your boy Guzma!
Guzma! I didn't expect him to be easy, but at the same time, he did throw me off, like I said before. The thing is, he's got two Pokemon. His backup Pokemon, Ariados, which I'm going to mention first because he's really not that bad, and his main Pokemon, Gallspod, which we're obviously going to get down the line. Bug and Water, as we said before. This thing has a mean fucking razor shell, and I did not expect it to hit as hard as it did. I couldn't figure out the typing of this guy either, because razor shell is actually a water move, if I'm going to get that correct. But because its attack is so high, it was able to do pretty good damage to my Pokemon. I could not figure out the type advantage that I need. Eventually, after a while, what will happen is that when you do enough damage to Gallspod, it will activate an ability it has called Emergency Exit, which we'll see kick in here, which basically has it retreat and switch over to Ariados. Ariados is not that bad. If you have fire, you can kill it. But really, it's that Gallspod that will just wipe the shit out of your guys if you're not ready for it, which is where I struggled a little bit when fighting Guzma for the first time.
It also has like a signature move called First Impression, which is a bug-type move. Although this move has great power, it only works the first turn the user is in battle. It has a base power of 90.
Yeah, so it comes in like real fast, so if you're not expecting that, again, it can do a lot of damage. I mean, he's got less Pokemon than you, but it's the same IV thing where they're all like super buff and built in just the right way to give you enough of a challenge, which is good, but it's something I had to start watching out for as I played this game.
I just love how he like squats throughout the entirety of the battle. Like, he's so chill. He doesn't even really care.
Sometimes at work I like to squat and do like poses like Team Skull just to keep things interesting, and nobody's caught on yet, probably because they're embarrassed for me.
Yeah, they probably just know, and you know, eventually they'll wind up going around collecting donations for you, really. Oh, the poor child.
Now, since this thing is water and since Pikachu is faster, it can probably hit him for the kill right here, unless, of course, Gallspod decides to use his First Impression, which will hit hard.
Well, you know, it's got a priority of +2, this First Impression.
Well, yeah, see, pretty much that's it. It's a little bit of planning and just know what you're getting into. He's not too bad, but don't take it blind like I did.
Good old Sparkster.
I got an elite amount of experience points from that fight, I noticed that.
You were fine, I guess, Backer.
I like how he's screaming, but he's like, great work, I guess. Oh, great work, I guess.
Yeah, Guzma, he's got, how can I put this? He's got anger problems.
Whoa, man, he's just kind of freaking out a little bit back there.
Man, you should visit his family home. You will see some shit.
I have a feeling I'm gonna be encountering that soon enough, because I just met a guy going up to Po Town who I think I can infer his relationship with Team Skull.
Well, that was fun. Professor, we need to have a word about the Master Royal.
Yes, and I have your novelty underwear here, and you really gotta stop leaving it in places, because I'm not doing this for you again.
Look at the map, it's like Rotom has like a Mario mustache.
I just noticed that, yeah.
Oh, give it here. I love free stuff.
The official Master Royal merchandise. Please tell your friends about it.
No. This is a Z Crystal for your starter. You get the one for Decidueye at the same time, and obviously, you know, the final evolution for a Poplio.
Actually, he gives you the final evolution Z Crystal here, but my Dartrix actually evolved in a Decidueye at the end of this battle, which made the timing absolutely perfect, I felt.
Oh, Kakuri, I love you.
I think Incineroar hides his identity better than you. We should get Incineroar like his own mask. That would be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit, Lily, I completely forgot. Where the hell? Okay, I'm fixing to say, where the hell were you? I know you were back at the library, but I was afraid you wandered off again.
Professor, there's so many books in the library. I had no idea how many.
Couldn't read any of them either. They're too confusingly worded. We came, we saw, we kicked their ass!
Well, Galisapod very nearly did in some of my Pokemon. Toucannon was looking a bit peaky at the end there.
Well, he pulled through.
Ah, okay, I guess he's going to oversee the Pokemon League construction.
I don't know what you would do for that. Don't you have to do, like, forms and regulations for that kind of shit? Like, do they have to apply for that kind of thing?
Gotta wear a shirt at the very least. Hint, hint.
That's true. I'm pretty sure there's a no shirt, no shoes, no service rule in the Pokemon League. No, it's okay. Just bring your unlimited heals and I'll be fine.
There is one more trial on this particular island. I wonder who the trial captain could be. Hummity hummity hum.
I don't know why I like that and I thought that was funny, but it was.
Because we're tired. 9 parts in a row, mate.
Yeah, we're pretty beat.
Endless shopping. Endless trash.
Yeah, let's shop with the girl who has, like, the patchwork dress.
I think it's time for some healing radiation, and then we'll call it a sesh.
Healing radiation, that can't be good. Except it is, because it heals my wounds. You know what we need to get? We need to get Incineroar, like, a mug. And just give him, like, his drink in that. So he can just sit around drinking a mug of stuff.
That's something a wrestler did once, isn't it?
Well, no, I was actually thinking of a pose Reinhardt has in Overwatch for the holidays, so...
Okay. Well, it was a bit smarter than what I had in mind. Always a good thing. Okay, guys, we hope you have enjoyed the first encounter with Guzma. I know I did. But there is more for Pokemon Sun, so come back next time when we continue the journey.